Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry it's been so long. I know I said I would get a video up Thursday, which is tomorrow, but I decided to do one today on Wednesday. I was feeling good, so I'm doing really well. I'm 8 days post-op today, so hanging in there. It gets better every day. Every day I feel more normal and I can do normal activities. I still have to be careful because my incisions still hurt here and there. And I'm less reliant on my pain medication, which is nice. So, excuse my hair, it's a mess, I know. I just been kind of lounging around home. So, anyway, so I had my surgery on February 19th of 2019, which was 8 days ago. Everything went really well. I couldn't vlog inside the hospital and all that, unfortunately. They wouldn't let me. So I couldn't get any footage of that, unfortunately. But it went really well. They said my insides looked excellent, so yay! No complications at all. Day one, coming out of the anesthesia, I wasn't in too much pain. They had me on some pretty good medication, and plus the doctor did a lot of like local anesthesia inside my stomach, so I wouldn't feel any of the pain at all. So my whole entire stomach was numb. I didn't feel any of that. I was more so just nauseous. That my nausea came more than the pain did, really. But I was fine day one, and then day two, the pain was now overtaking the nausea a little bit. So I would always have to do like a combination of pain medication and nausea medication. They gave me Zofran, and I forget what the pain medication was called. They just gave it to me through my IV, which was wonderful because it works so quickly. Um, but by day two, I was having issues with my bowels. They weren't moving as quickly as they should. They weren't moving at all. So they took me to get a CAT scan, and that was just tragic because I went there, and of course, when you get a CAT scan, you have to lay flat down. So I was okay with that, but I was still having incision pain, like on the lower left of my belly, like on the very bottom. It was like the worst pain. I still have that pain today on the very low bottom. I think that's gonna be like the last incision to heal, honestly. But so I was able to like lay down on the CAT scan machine, but getting up was like the worst because I don't know if she like didn't realize that I just had abdominal surgery, but she let down my legs first. And oh my god, it was so, I could seriously still feel the pain today. Like it was so excruciating. I almost cried. And I was just like, "Stop. Oh my god, what are you doing? Stop." And thankfully she didn't fully let my legs down because that would have been the worst thing in the world. So I was able to like kind of like roll back onto the hospital bed off of the CAT scan machine. But that was just awful. Oh my god. That was awful. But worth it, I guess. They didn't find anything. There was no bowel obstruction or anything like that. Just my bowels were moving slow. So they told me I had to stay off of fluids and just do my IV and just walk as much as I could. So I just did that. And then by day three, I was moving bowels. So that, thank God. Because I really didn't want to have like a bowel issues, you know what I mean? So I was moving bowels perfectly fine by day three. Um, and then, excuse me, by day four, sorry, I have a lot of gas still, so burping a lot. By day four, I was moving bowels like on the regular, like almost too much. So then I had to slow down like my fluids just a little bit because I was going to the bathroom literally like I would say between days four and a little bit into five. I was in the bathroom every 2 hours, every 2 hours. And it's funny because one of the nurses there, everyone, by the way, the staff there at Bryn Mawr Hospital was phenomenal. Like they were so loving and caring. It was wonderful. I only had one complaint. One of the nurses, I won't say her name, only one of the nurses, She just needs to retire. I just honestly think that's what it was. Because she was so sick of me, and she had me overnight. So it's like I would be ringing the call bell every 2 hours to use the bathroom, and then I was like really itchy. Um, I think it was mostly just like the medication, and also they gave me Lovenox shots in my thighs. It's like a blood thinner, so I don't get any blood clots. Sorry, my nose is running. um, but yeah, I was like ringing the bell every 2 hours, and that was really like annoying her. But it's like I could not; they would not allow me out of my bed without assistance. So I couldn't even get like the sidebar down at all. I couldn't. Like I don't know how to reach that. So I needed her help. So that was annoying her a lot, and I mean I felt bad, but I'm like, hey, that's your job, you know. um, but yeah, like in the morning, I think it was like 6 a.m. ish. I asked her. I said, "Can I take a shower, or can I somehow like clean up because I'm really itchy?" And it's like I'm in the shower. I was pretty independent. Like it wasn't. I don't need like that much help really. Um, and she was like, "Oh no, I have to do vitals. You're interrupting my vitals." And I said, "I'm sorry. Well, can I at least have the bath wipes and I can just wipe up myself?" And she got me the bath wipes, literally like tossed them on my bed, and said like, "Here go." Like I think she was African, yeah, because she had like a really strong accent. So she like tossed them and she was like, "Here go," and then walked out the door. um, I was kind of pissed off. I was just like, really, like, and she didn't even let the sidebar down, like. And I was just like, okay. Thankfully, the right side of the bed, the sidebar was down. So I just got off on that side, and I had to like walk around and like unhook my IV, not my IV, my yeah, the IV machine, like unplug it to bring it with me to the bathroom. But that really like irritated me. It was funny, but whatever. Anyway, thankfully I only had her for one shift during the overnight. So I didn't have to deal with her like for too long, thankfully. But yeah, that's the only complaint I had like as far as like staff. She was the only one. But besides that, everyone was so loving and caring, and no one really complained besides that lady, honestly. She just needs to find either another line of work. She wasn't a nurse. She was like, it's called a patient care tech. I never heard of that before. I guess it's like a nurse's assistant. I guess. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Um, yeah, she probably needs to retire or find like another line of work because, yeah, I mean she's good at she's really good at drawing blood. So maybe work at a Quest or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, by day 5, they were pretty much telling me like, if you can get in all your fluids today, you can go home. So I was really like pushing myself. It kind of hurt to push a little bit just because like I was so full and I was like, I really don't want to drink anymore. But I knew I had to, so I pushed myself a little bit. And thankfully, by the time the second shift of nurses came around like 3 on my last day at the hospital, they were like, "Oh, you only have to do 2 more of the little cups are like maybe this big." Yeah, little cups. You only have to do 2 more of those and then you can go. I was like, thank God. So I was actually able to get to fit in 4 of those actually. I think because I knew that like I only needed 2, so it's like if I need to drink more, then that's fine. It's not a big deal. My lips are really dry. Sorry, I just noticed that. So yeah, so I finished the little cups and I went home. I was discharged around 6 p.m. My husband picked me up. Thank God for him. He didn't come out to the hospital much because I was mostly sleeping, so I wouldn't answer the phone. And kind of also because hospitals make him really uncomfortable. He's dealt with like a lot of death in his life, and he's so used to like someone being in the hospital and they're dying. You know what I mean? So I understood that's fine. He did come to visit like a few times, so I wasn't expecting him to be there every day, honestly, because it was kind of nice just having like peace and quiet, watching TV like on a low volume and just like relaxing. I had my door closed most of the time. It was really great. A few of the people who were in the program with me, they they also were having surgery on the same day. So it was kind of nice to have like friends to like talk with and like walk in the hallway and stuff like that. It was really nice. So that was a nice part of it. And yeah, I went home at like 6 p.m. Yeah. My first day home, it was okay. The hard part was like I was really used to the hospital bed. So I was used to that, like being able to like recline, like not recline, but the be able to like use the bed like as support instead of propping up pillows. No, because my bed at home is flat. I don't have like a Tempur-Pedic or something, anything like that. So I'm used to the hospital bed. So I had to like prop up pillows, and then like getting up. Oh my god, getting up from bed was like, it was a lot of work because I like I said, like I'm gonna have a lot of upper body um strength at the end of this because I just relied on my arms like the whole entire time because it was so much work getting up and out of bed without sorry, without using my abs, and it's like it would hurt so bad even if I did use my abs. So I just would prop pillows up and everything, and that would go fine. My husband was really helpful. He did mostly everything. He told me, "Don't worry about cooking, just heal and you'll be fine. It's not a big deal." Um, so yeah, day one went well. I slept most of the time. A lot of still in and out of sleep. Sorry, still in and out of sleep a lot. Like I was in the hospital. Day two, I caught myself trying to sleep on my side. And then for some reason, I don't know what made, because I have a pregnancy pillow. I don't have kids, but someone gave it to me. We had a miscarriage a while ago. It was like kind of late term, kind of, not really, but kind of. So I just had a pregnancy pillow, and I was like, oh, if I use this as support while I lay on my side, it'll be fine. Once I got down there, it was very painful on my side. So I was like, no, I can't do this. So I was trying to roll back over to get out of bed, and I couldn't because I had no support. It was like being back on the MRI machine again. um, it was awful. I was literally stuck in bed. Like, I could not get out of bed for a good, like, maybe 5 minutes. And my husband wasn't home because he was at work. But I finally, like, just, like, propped pillows up, like, gradually. And then I finally got out of bed. That was, like, ugh. I was so gassy and sore after that. It was ridiculous. So I learned my lesson with that. I'm not laying on my side until I'm totally healed and I have no incision pain at all because I'm not doing that again just to be stuck in bed. It actually happened a second time shortly after. I think I was trying again to lay on my side, but no, I'm not doing that ever again. um, so yeah, and then day three, I was feeling a lot better. So I was doing like a lot of walking and things like that. Um, I I haven't been outside. I mean, I went outside today, but initially when I got home, I wasn't going outside because we have a lot of stairs, and going up and down the stairs is like a lot cardio wise right now. And my lungs are still like healing, so they're not like, fully conditioned. And I don't want to like push myself too much because I really want to heal properly. So, yeah. But I just was laying in bed a lot. On day, I'm trying to think. On day 6, I was like feeling like starting to feel really, really good. Like for the longest time, I would only sleep like 2 hours at a time, and I would just be waking up constantly, like random hours of the night, and just not sleeping fully. Because I was doing a lot of that in the hospital too, and I think it's just mostly because like in the hospital I had to go to the bathroom so much because I was on the IV a lot too, and at home I didn't have to worry about that. So, um, I wasn't in the bathroom like every 2 hours, thankfully. But anyway, yeah, by day 6, I was up and I did some light cleaning and stuff like that. I just, I wanted to vacuum honestly, but I didn't. I just used my little dustbuster to like to spot vacuum a couple places. It has like an extended hose, so I don't have to bend all the way down, which is nice. So I just did that, and then I cleaned the bathroom a little bit. That was easy. That's not hard. But I had to, take it easy because I didn't want to push myself too much. Sorry, my battery's running low. I didn't want to like overdo it, honestly, even though I was feeling like really good. So yeah, and then yesterday I was like at like 100. Well, I would say like 95. I was walking a lot more up and at 'em, and I finally